New episode.
So, last time we had guests.
Yeah.
You guys.
A rowdy little 13-year-old girl who was saying crazy stuff on the podcast that I had to do a lot of work to figure out a lot of things, how to edit a lot of things out. Because her little mouth was crazy, but it was fun. We had fun. We went to Raw and everything, and that was fun. That's why the belt is still here.
You were telling me, because this is like a costume belt, right? Like, like costume jewelry where it looks nice if you don't like pay attention to details.
Yes.
But there are people who are buying at the stadium, which anything at any event is jacked up prices. We know that. Like a t-shirt is $40 at an event. How much were the belts they were selling?
All those things are like $500. Some of them are even like $1,000. You can get it for $1,000, but I think you can only get the $1,000 ones online. But yes, those belts are like $500. Those things are
saw people
crazy
actually
expensive.
buying them.
Yeah.
Like,
No, when I walked up to the stadium, there was a truck, and in the truck it had two belts inside. And as I'm looking at them, I'm watching two people buy those belts. Just like that's crazy.
God,
and then you see people walk in with 2 or 3 belts. Some people have 4 belts. That's $500 a pop for a belt.
that goes to show you how come wrestling can make so much money.
Yeah, they don't make money off tickets. They make money off merchandise.
It's not like the tickets are like free, but
That's like a big thing to be in like WWE. Like who has the top merchandise seller? Who's the top merchandise seller? That lets you know who's popular, who's on top.
that's why they
Who's the
keep
next name that
changing
they
their
Their t-shirts every time.
yeah, their outfits.
That's why every week some dude has a new t-shirt.
But
Yeah, it was fun. Got to go for free. Got to sit behind the I guess it's like a private. It's not a private section, but it's a section inside the stadium where you gotta show your ticket again before you even get to the doorway.
it's like, I think it's the section where like if a company want to buy out a whole section for their employee event.
That's where they get
something.
promotional tickets from. Those are the promotional tickets. That's what you get like when you go to a radio station or something and they give out tickets. Those were likely the
Well,
place
I
that
mean,
you'll sit
your
at.
ticket was basically
That's
a
why
radio
I use
station.
that
You
analogy.
were basically in a press box.
But yeah, it was fun. Got to watch a live show, which I hadn't seen in years, and it was just me and Brandon, so it was cool to just hang out with B and just chill out and have a good time.
So does B need
I
to?
pre-gamed before I went into the parking lot before I went in, so that was good. So
You had 2 drinks pre-game.
yeah, I had a little bottle, and then I had one of those squeeze bottles, it's like they call it a plastic flask.
Yeah, like a single
Flask
serving.
in a bag, yeah. You just squeeze it like a
Because you
yogurt,
didn't
Go-Gurt.
drink and drive. You
Yeah, I don't drink
drove,
and
got
drive.
there,
Yeah.
and then drank. And
I drank illegally in the parking lot, but whatever, dude. I ain't getting in trouble. I'm walking to the stadium. And then we had 2 drinks inside. I bought one and he bought one.
That's because Texas has laws about like
Public intoxication.
not public intoxication. Like you just can't drink
Yeah.
in public. You like depending on the state, right? And on the streets of New Orleans, people drink all the time. On the streets of Vegas, people drink all the time. But in like Texas, you can. So like on 6th Street in Austin, for example, everybody knows the party street. But no matter what, once you leave like the premises of the bar, like
You can't have booze in your
yeah,
hand.
if you're on the sidewalk, you can. But if you're in their patio area where it's fenced off, you can drink. So like in Houston too, but it's just more common in Austin because you see it as like a party street and everybody's basically drunk on the street and there are cops that keep you safe, but you cannot step outside with a drink in your hand. And like it's just
law.
yeah, it's just state law. There's no way of getting around it. So
But yeah, it was fun. I had a good time.
So, what's your best part about the Raw?
I like watching like the backstage stuff, like like how the cameras operate, and like all the stuff that goes on, and like how they walk backstage when they leave the ring and they walk around and go to the back and the corner. Because we could see behind the curtain. We were sitting so where you could see the stage, but you could also see the ring. But you could also see behind the curtain and stuff like that. So you could watch them walk behind the curtain. So that was pretty cool.
So,
And they'll say hey to the crowd and over that side because they're off camera. They can do whatever the hell they want to do, so it's not on camera anymore. So they come and they'll play with the crowd a little bit on that side or whatever.
So my question is, like, when we watch on TV, well, this is like all the shows are live streamed. Well, not streamed, but you know.
Will be soon.
Yeah. But cast on TV. But I don't know. Will Netflix have commercials?
Yeah, they're gonna have commercial.
Okay.
Netflix, because Netflix has commercial-based subscription.
Okay.
They're gonna make subscription-based subscriptions.
Because Netflix is going to own all the streaming rights for Raw or for all
WWE. Well, Raw, yeah, but I don't know. They might get the library.
Anyway, but right now it's on TV, like cable TV. So they have commercial breaks. So do you see any lull when you see it live at all?
You notice because the screen will go. Well, the screen up top is kind of like what's going on TV.
The Toyota Center. So like where you normally see the score.
Go black. It'll like flash or whatever. So you know that's when they go on a commercial.
Oh,
break.
so they show you what is showing right now to the audience.
Yeah.
Like at home.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And then when it flashes the commercial, they show like the ring and what's going on in the ring. But if it's like something that's not wrestling going on, like they'll have like, oh, we're going to do the DX cam, and they'll be playing DX's music, and people are just doing the chop block, and they're just going around the crowd and just having a good time.
Like
or
sport.
Now it's time to show your sign, and they'll put your sign on camera. Everybody hold the sign up, and they'll put the sign on camera and stuff. So it's just
they do like
a
live
basketball
sports.
game.
Yeah, like Kiss Cam or whatever, like fan, like celebrity
fan
look-alike or whatever. Okay.
Yeah. Hulk Hogan is in the stand. Look at Hulk Hogan, man. And then the ring announcer.
When there are actually people who dress up.
Yeah. And the ring announcer read the sign or whoever's sign that they show or whatever. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's fun.
Huh. I don't remember because, well, I've only watched one live wrestling with you one time. And that was before I really watched wrestling with you. And that was WrestleMania. So WrestleMania is different though. Like because you don't have commercial breaks and stuff.
It's a straight show,
But I really didn't understand.
Which is 2 weeks. Next weekend.
Yeah. No,
WrestleMania.
1 week.
That's what I said, next weekend.
Yeah.
WrestleMania.
So it's a big event, but I didn't understand what I was looking at.
I'm pretty sure you didn't.
It was because it was like when we first started living together when we went. Or around that time. So I barely watched wrestling at that point. But yeah, I was very
watch it now.
But I see a lot of because you watch so much of it.
I do not.
Okay.
I watch 2 days a week, rarely.
They come on so often on TV. I catch enough of it. So I understand it. But at that point I didn't. So I was just like the only thing I remember about that WrestleMania that we went to is they had the girls fight.
And Santino won.
And Santino, which was a male, drag. He was dressing drag, wrestling with the divas at the time. They were not called. Not what are they called now?
Women.
They're called women. What was it? Women's entertainment.
Division. The women superstars.
Yeah, but they were called divas at the time, so like they were supposed to be more like decoration. Now they are more professional wrestlers. At that time they were more decoration, and you have this one dude that go in drag and won the whole thing. That's all I can remember from that. It's like 15 years ago, something crazy.
Yeah, I'm trying to look it up right now. I was hoping I would find it. I know the first one was in 2021 because I was a senior in high school when that one came out. But I can't remember. Was it 25? Yeah, 09. It was 25.
09. So yeah, no, I haven't lived with you at that point because it's April. So I graduated May of 09.
It was the 25th anniversary. So you got to go to the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania.
But I had no clue what was going on. And we didn't live together at that time.
72,000 people were there.
So I barely saw it. I barely saw it. I barely
CM Punk winning
watched
the 6-man
it.
Money in the Bank match. Yeah. Matt Hardy beating Jeff Hardy in an extreme match. Undertaker beating Shawn Michaels and John Cena winning the championship in a triple threat match. Those were the big highlights.
I don't know. I don't remember any of it besides Santino.
But yeah, it was fun. I don't mind going to a show every now and then, but I don't go to every time they come. It's not. I don't.
So if Ayana comes out and want to watch. Well, you somehow convince her to watch wrestling with you. Will you take her to a live show?
Yeah, if she want to go.
How old do you think you like the minimum age?
It's too loud. Like those pops and shit are way too loud. When the fire and stuff like
they do fireworks inside.
Yeah, it would have to be. She'd be like 10 or 11.
Okay.
It's way too loud. Or you could have earmuffs, the earphones, the headphones on.
But
because those things even like it's coming and it's still scary. Like he's finna pop that pyro. And when that pyro pops, it's so loud in that stadium.
How is the ventilation of it? Like, is it?
They don't really use those kind of pyros that much anymore. It's mostly like fire, but still, the fire hitting the fire is so loud.
But it doesn't get foggy in there.
Nah, it just gets hot as hell though. But it's still loud.
Did you see a lot of kids?
Yeah, it's kids there.
Like, how old are the kids?
Ranges 6 to 14.
Okay, so like there are some like young guns.
Yeah.
You're saying that there was a little boy in your section, right?
Yeah, he was like, he made the show real fun. Yeah, because his dad kept telling, hey, stop doing that, don't be saying that. Because he'd be like, holy this, like, holy shit. It was something cool happening. The crowd was like, holy shit, holy shit.
Because
and he'd be
people
like,
are
holy
chanting.
shit. Like, hey, chill out. Like, he'd forget, like, oh, yeah, oh, no, don't be doing that. Yeah.
Because the dad is excited, too, I'm sure.
But it made the show more fun for me because he was having a good old time, boy. He was having a good old time.
How far was he from
It was right behind me.
Okay.
He was right behind me to where his dad was like, hey, excuse me, he dropped his phone underneath your seat. Can you grab it for me? I was like, yeah, I got you.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he was right
Were
behind
y'all
me.
standing, sitting?
No, I was sitting. It's the top level. It's the bottom bowl. It's the bottom bowl.
My question is, okay, so the front section, they have the standing room only, right?
No, they have seats. It's chairs. It's pull-out chairs.
But they just like to stand.
Yeah. They don't. Yeah, they stand when everybody else stands, everybody stands.
But so it's not like some concerts where there's like a pit where people have to stand. You have a seat no matter what.
Only time they do that sometimes at WrestleManias they have standing room only. Sometimes some seating areas because they want to load the stadium up, and they got a section where they know we can sell a couple hundred more tickets. Let's standing room only tickets right here. That's what they do at Astros games and playoffs, where the Crawford boxes are Muhammad's Crawford boxes. Where people just standing up and the home runs go over the wall. They'll just be standing room only tickets. Like you can just stand there and watch the game.
Speaking of which, I cannot believe baseball is back already.
It's March. It was October. November. End of October, and then now it's end of March. Yeah. So.
It just seems so fast.
Because World Series is end of October.
It just seems so fast.
Yeah.
Like.
Time goes by fast.
People were at work wearing jerseys. We were at a food truck part today, and people were wearing jerseys, and
everybody's Astros out.
Well, because they did really well last year. They didn't win last year, but they did really well.
Yeah.
And then, so everybody's still pumped, thinking, which I mean, Astros can win all this year. Who knows? But people are pumped. Like, I don't think people are actually watching. People are just pumped. Does that make sense?
It's so early in the season. Even when I liked baseball, I didn't watch this time of year. I don't watch till like June, July. I don't got time for no 162 games. Get out of here, bro. You crazy.
But it's the Yankees right now.
Who cares?
I'm just saying, like, they're big.
Ain't even got into their groove yet. They just got out of spring training. I do not care. But anyway, let's talk about the table. What?
I'm just saying, is there preseason to baseball?
Yeah, spring training. That's what spring training is.
Okay. It's called training, so I don't know if there's actually games.
That's what preseason is. It's training. Okay. Everywhere. But the table. So.
Table.
We have the belt, of course. We all know what that is.
You're
I know we don't like to do repeats, but yeah, my shirt matches too. But this is a cool statue that my sisters got me for my birthday one year from an anime convention that they had went to. It's really cool. It feels really expensive, so I try not to move it around too much.
I like the texture. Yeah, like it's not flat. It does not look like comic book. It looks like ASMR or something.
Yeah, it's kind of like a hard plastic, but it's not hollow. It's kind of like a full cast.
Do you think it's like do you think somebody sculpted it?
I don't know.
It has a lot of texture.
I'll look at the box. But,
a lot of texture.
We have this book that we bought from some kind of anime convention that we went to, it reads backwards like the real Japanese manga. But it's by these two Hispanic brothers that make this comic, and they wanted to.
Did you ever read it?
No, I did not.
You need to read it.
That's why I forgot about it. I was supposed to get with him and try to get some voice acting stuff and see if we could get me some auditions, but I just totally forgot because we got busy and things happened.
Yeah, they're doing.
But anyway, they were really cool, and
they were doing moving comics. I think
2-sided. Oh, you got that side. Yeah, that's.
I think it's called moving comics.
Yeah, something like that.
So like they were recording voiceover for the characters and like making it kind of animated, but like flat animated, so it's not fully, frame by frame animation. Yeah. It was cool to meet the people, like to hear them talk about developing the comic.
And then we have this really cool retro-looking Shure microphone that her dad just gave me like 2 days ago. It's really cool. I haven't used it yet, but I want to use it. But it's gonna be difficult I'm probably gonna have to hold it and use it like and talking to it, talking old-time radio. Hopefully.
That's a perfect voice for it.
But yeah,
I just realized you're matching
really cool.
like all the way through.
I like blue.
You should just hold the microphone.
I wanted to use it, but I couldn't hook it up here because the connection is all weird.
It's for a standing mic stand.
When I screwed it in there, you couldn't get the cord because the cord was too thick. So I couldn't.
It's not for this type of table stand.
It's for something like the tripod that we use for the camera. All right. So I'll play with it later. Anyway, hush, watch. You hush. Who's giving me the alerts?
See, you're being called. You're the Blue Ranger, and you're getting the.
That is true because I do have the Power Ranger thing. Right?
You're getting called. There's a fight. The putties are making trouble. Do you need to go back to the food truck park to save some people from the putties?
Let's talk about these. No, but these are some things that we made. We actually made these. Like, we made them from little balls of clay, and we put them on the machine, and we pressed the wheel, and it spun, and we had wet hands, and we molded it, and molded it, until it came to that shape, and then we did it with that one, and we molded it, and molded it, and molded it, till it came into that shape, and then we left, and then they put it through a fire, and then they dried it, and it got dried, and it was just a dull clay color. And then it came back, and then we painted it with like paint that looked like it was gonna be terribly dull and flat, and
it was gray on his,
gray and kind of like a dull yellow.
It's pink and pastel.
Like hers was like a really light yellow when we got done. I was like, that's not gonna look well. And then when her dad went to pick them up, they came out like this, and they looked really well. Yeah. Like this one has a little bit of like light seepage into it because you can see like at the bottom. I don't know if you can see at the bottom. It's kind of like a little crack in it when we're doing it. We did it too thin, so when they put it into the fire, it cracked a little bit. But still, you can use it as an ashtray or whatever. It's just like decoration.
Candy
put
bowl.
a planted pot in there, a little, what do they call it, succulent in there or something.
Oh yeah.
So,
candy bowl or something like that. But
that's cool. We did a good job. I put like a little circle moon in the middle.
I think we talked about
yeah, we've talked about them before. We showed pictures before.
But we'll show you like how they looked before it got fired. Yeah, it was very bland. The first time we went to pick it up, well, not pick up, before we painted it, instead of choosing for them to paint it for us, we chose to go back and paint it ourselves. And because that way we get to like, put designs on it and different colors.
I didn't talk about what my shirt actually says. The shush I'm watching wrestling shirt. Hold on. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I got to go back to talking about wrestling. I was supposed to wear this shirt to the Raw that we went to go watch, but it didn't come in time. So this is what I was supposed to wear, y'all, to the episode to Raw Live. It would have been cool. I know it's not red. It would have been. I should have got it in red. I wasn't thinking about it, but
because you
cool.
like blue.
Yeah, but it's a SmackDown blue, but. It's cool. So anyway, I was supposed to wear this.
He just got it because he wanted me to shush when he's watching wrestling.
No.
Yes.
I was gonna turn around to the little kid behind me and be like.
Well, I mean, so I don't know why Amazon has this issue of like, they will tell you it's like 1 day shipping or 2 day shipping
and it
for
comes
shirts.
3 days.
For shirts, and it will always be like slightly late because I did that with a hoodie that I bought online, and like it's not about like the clothes that's already made. It's the ones that's customizable. Always seem to be like you can choose the color, or you can choose like between 2-3 different type of words or whatever. They always seem to have that issue. And then what Amazon does is you're like, well, it came too late, and you report it. And I guess the cost of them shipping it back, or like because it's customizable, so it's not very good for return, because like you don't know if the next person want the same color and combination as you. So like they not always, but they will be like, thank you, you can keep it, we refund you. I was like, okay, so might as well keep it. But
go back there, monkey. Be still.
But it sucks because yes, you didn't have to end up paying for the shirt, but you wanted to wear it. Like it came the next day.
Yeah, I wanted to wear it that night. That's the only reason why I bought the shirt, was to wear it to work, because I didn't have no other wrestling shirts. I don't have like a Stone Cold shirt or nothing like that.
Have you had one like years and years
I
ago,
have
right?
an NWO shirt, but the sleeves are cut. I was in my sleeveless stage, but I cut my sleeves off, and I was NWO red. But so now I don't want to wear that to outside in public.
Wait, you had a stage where you like to rip off your
Yes, I had a Mac stage where I wore sleeves. You know this. When you met me, I had a bunch of sleeveless shirts.
But they were already sleeveless.
I had a couple shirts where I cut them off that I thought were cool, like the NWO shirt. I thought was
Oh
cool.
my god! So god!
I'll wear it next episode. It's probably way too tight.
No, you're not gonna go like cutting sleeves off of t-shirts.
It's already cut.
God. I always thought those were just like undershirts, or like the sleeve.
Well, most of them are.
Or the sleeve rip off, or like got damaged. So like, I didn't know you had to. I didn't know you had to want like.
I used to work out. I had nice arms, so I used to like to show off my arms. That was the only thing about me that I liked.
Ban guns.
It was the only thing that I liked. So leave me alone. Anywho.
You're such a child.
Anywho.
No, you were such a child. But yeah, this is really cool. When my dad went and picked them up.
Oh my god, dude. Just instead of him just getting the thing from the lady and telling the lady, thank you.
So we asked him to pick it up because it was close to where he lives and we were about to see them.
And he wanted to make sure that it was the right one.
Yeah,
so he wanted to take a picture of them to show us, to see if these are y'all's things that y'all made. But instead of him just putting them on like a table like this and just
there's a counter right there.
There's a countertop right there. Instead of him doing that, he like tells the lady to like hold them so he can like take a picture, which is weird. I don't know why she agreed to it anyway. I would just be like, no, you can sit him right there and do it. And she's just like holding them and just like this I don't want to be here look on her face, just like, why are you making me do this? Yeah, it was bad. So that was the photo that we got. I was like, yeah, those are it.
Oh, my dad. My dad is so weird sometimes.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
He is such a strange man. Like,
taking pictures of random people's kids in public where you had to tell them to stop doing it.
Like,
yeah.
He was an amateur photographer when he was young. So I feel like he sees it as art to take pictures.
But you gotta ask permission.
Yeah, he doesn't understand. It's like, people might not see it as you're just, like,
you seem
you're
crazy.
A creepy.
You seem crazy, like a crazy man.
Like, okay, so we're gonna show some videos or pictures of today when we went to the food truck park by our house.
Wait, you let me do that right.
Okay.
Because I wanted to make a point about that. Finally,
The Rock has come.
We got to go to Porky's down the street. 5 minutes down the street. This thing has been open since what? February? January, February, something
January.
Like that.
We've been
every time we go, granted, we do go at night now when everybody's off of work and it's busy and it's probably a weekend
we usually do a weekend
or Friday night or something, or Friday, Saturday
night. It might be the daytime, but it was usually a weekend.
It was morning the other day. It was afternoon the other time, but it was like 11, 12 o'clock. But yeah. But every time we tried to go, it's been super packed, or we can't even, just to get into the parking lot, it's like a traffic jam. Just to get into the parking lot. Then you go to the back of the parking lot and try to find parking. There's never any parking. It's cars going everywhere, in and out. People taking pictures of cars and all kind of stuff. So yeah. Today, we finally actually got to go and enjoy it and have a good time. And it was a nice day out. And
We were surprised because it's a holiday. Like, it's Good Friday today. So it's
so
holiday.
I went to the doctor earlier, and on my way home from the doctor, I was like, I'm going to give me something to eat. And I was like, wait, let me go by and just drive by and see what the parking lot looks like at Porky's. When I drove by, I was like, oh, I can see parking spots everywhere. Like, I can see the back fence. So I was like, oh, I called her. I was like, hey, you want to go? She's like, okay. Even if she said no, I was going to give me something
Like
to eat
he
there.
said, it's 5 minutes from the house. So he just swung by the house, picked me up. I was getting dressed, and then we went out. Yeah, it was nice. And it was a nice, beautiful day. The sun was out, but there was a very strong breeze.
It was super breezed my ass. It was windy.
Okay.
It was knocking
was
people's
windy.
cups over, and
It was windy, but
Yeah.
it felt nice.
Yeah, it was a good
It was
one.
inconvenient for the fact that things were flying,
Yeah.
but it felt really
It was good,
beautiful
though. It
out.
was good. And I think because we were sitting right at the entrance way too, to where when wind comes in, it's at its strongest.
I
so.
guess, but like the people on the picnic table outside
That's
of
true,
it
they
were
did, yeah. They
getting
they
things
did fall
blown.
blown away.
But
But it was good. We ate at a Hawaiian truck. I got Hawaiian food,
I got Colombian.
and she got Colombian food. Something different. They had like sliders and burgers and pizza
grilled
trucks
cheese
and
and
pretzel truck and
Mexican street food
and they fries and potato and all kind of barbecue. Yeah,
there was
They
yes.
had all kind of.
There was crawfish
stuff.
boil.
Yeah, crawfish. Yeah.
Asian fusion truck.
Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff over there. So
The Jamaican truck.
we got out the truck, we got out the car, and did a walk around to just look at everything they had, and like made a complete circle, like literally a complete circle around the building. That's how many damn food trucks that they had.
Yeah, we have some videos.
Yeah. And then we finally decided on what to get.
The Jamaican truck was finally open after we start eating. So then we
Yeah, I did want some Jamaican jerk, but we'll try that
next
again
time.
next time.
But yeah, and they were open late because we were there. It was like 2:00 when they opened, I think, maybe almost 2:00. But I think the park opens at 11.
Yeah, they open at 11 to 11, which is weird. I thought they would stay open late, like I said, because they have a bar and everything.
Yeah, but
so
it's
I thought they would stay
suburbia.
open later. So whatever. Right?
Maybe eventually they
complaining.
will.
Whatever, dude.
But this is suburbia, like, so we're
And they're
really
there all day. So and it's like one dude running the place. You don't want to be there all goddamn day.
we're really excited about this place because we live in suburb Texas where things are pretty dull around here. Like you get your
I like it like that.
But when it comes to food and entertainment, you get your standard stuff like Chili's. You get your fast food. You get.
So she's saying, I'm guessing what you're saying is you're hoping this will bring other people, other things here.
No, I like that this is something different because you get, the Tex-Mex places. Some of them are mom and pop. Some of them are chains.
And we've had other food truck places at parks that have opened up that don't last.
Yeah, but this one is really well thought out because it's Houston. They know it's going to be hot. So there's a cover seating area.
They have race simulators we can get in,
Oh,
like
yeah.
a 3-screen.
Like you can see, he's going to put it up here.
Simulator. It's really cool. I didn't try one because I'm not too big on racing, but
it's really nice.
and it's like what, $15 for 30 minutes, $30 for an hour, something like that.
25 for an hour,
25
15 for
15
30
for
minutes.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It's nice. The bar, they have a full bar, a whole bunch of beers on tap. They have like a beer bucket bar where you can just grab a bucket of beers. They were setting that up when we were sitting there. They sometimes have cars on display. So part of the parking problem is they do get a lot of car shows. Like they get car enthusiastic. What was it? Enthusiast. As car enthusiasts clubs to come and show off their cars, and then that takes up a lot of parking spots too.
Ooh, maybe I can get them to get a Scion Club come over here.
Yeah.
Then I'll take my car, clean my car all up.
You need to clean your car up, yeah. Get it.
I don't need you to say it. I know it. Tell
I need to
everybody
clean-
I got a dirty car.
I need
My
to
car is
clean my
not that
car up.
dirty.
No, we should fix the back hatch.
Yeah, I need to get that fixed. It's fine.
You
Anywho,
can get
we
out.
digress.
But yeah, it was really nice. My point is, I took some videos and pictures of the area, and I try my hardest to take it above people's head, or at least in a way where I'm not taking it to make people feel awkward. I'm you know what I'm trying to say? I'm trying to make it so I'm not like really showing people's faces or
They
whatever.
should be glad to be on here.
But then my dad, if it was him, he would be like,
I don't care.
"Oh,
It'd be
look,
right in their face.
cute little kid playing on the playground."
Yeah.
I was just like,
And they have like a kids playground and everything there. Like you can bring your kids and have a good old time, and it's nice. They have like dessert trucks and like what is it, frosty like micheladas and stuff like that truck.
"Oh, Raspado."
Raspada, yeah, Raspada. That's what I was the word.
Yeah,
Raspada truck. So it's cool. It's nice. It's nice when it's not super packed.
They're really.
And I thought it
out
would be
there.
super packed today because it's Good Friday, but it wasn't.
I guess people are doing family.
Yeah, when
stuff.
I went out to the doctor, there was like doing like a little egg hunt right here in the neighborhood, like right around that little corner before when you go around that bend, and that little area right there.
I don't know. Our neighborhood egg hunt was last weekend though. They already did that for the big neighborhood one. But yeah, it was really nice, and fortunately, we found out they are going to expand their parking. They're working on buying more land in the area
behind them, and they got permission to park across the street.
And they're trying to like help the traffic. I don't know how they're gonna control the traffic, but right now it's like
you can't control traffic because people are stupid.
But if they get a dedicated left turn lane, at least it will be like
they just need
safer.
police presence. They need to pay for a police presence.
Yeah.
They need to pay for a
constable
security
or
to be
whatever.
just sitting out there directing traffic.
Yeah, I'm glad they're doing well. I'm glad they're busy because that's how a business can thrive and survive. Because things get closed down. It seemed like they put in a lot of investment into it.
Yeah, and they waited. They said they were gonna open, and they're like, "Nope, we ain't ready yet."
Yeah, they were always
And
showing
they said
like
they're gonna open again.
like
And they're
November
like, "Nope, we ain't ready yet."
last year.
And I appreciate it sucks to wait, but I'd rather wait and have something awesome than open and it suck, and then people talk crap about it.
Yeah.
In the beginning, because that's exactly what neighbors around here do, is talk shit about things, and when it's not to the way of their liking.
I think that's why the other food truck part failed though. So like the other one,
But it was far away though.
it wasn't that
it's
far.
pretty far,
It was
1960.
just so the other one is they did it on the cheap, right? It's just a piece of land with gravel. Not even gravel, like
It's just rocks.
There's some
gravel.
parts are like grassy, some parts are rock, but they didn't go and like repave it, re-even it. So then like when it rained, it will have puddles and stuff like that. And so like it wasn't well thought out at all. I don't need it to be all nice and covered and everything, but it just looked like somebody said, I have a piece of land here, come park the trucks and we will do something. And that really didn't last long. They tried to do some farmers market there. They tried to do some things, and I don't know, maybe a year they were there, and they just
I don't even think it was that long.
I don't know. It wasn't. They didn't do great. But this one, like, they actually thought out. Like I said, there's like indoor space, there's bars, but also I don't know if you noticed at each parking spot for the food truck, there's like a electrical and water hookup like coming out of the ground. So it's actually
Right by the
designated.
box.
Yeah, like you don't have to, as a food truck, you don't have to do stuff. Now, you know, a lot of times they have to do their own electrical and water because there's parking in parking lots that don't have their resources. So they don't have to use generators and they don't have to use their own, like, you know, pot of water or whatever. So that's really nice. Like, I appreciate the design. It's very organized, I guess. So
It's organized and efficient.
yeah, and there's a lot of
The way they're
seating.
set up, it's not like the other food truck is in another food truck's way. When they standing there and waiting and all kind of stuff like that, and they switch the way they sit sometimes, so you're not facing another food truck and the two lines combine with each other. You know, it's
And, like,
it's thought out.
And so even when their parking lots are full, when we drove past to try to look for, to go in, their tables are not full. Like they have outside table, inside table, so you know that they can hold the capacity. They just need more parking. So, what are you looking at? Headlines?
Yeah, but didn't you want to talk about something?
Oh, it is the end of Women's History Month. So when you celebrate Women's History Month, and just want to honor Endometriosis Awareness Month. That's why I'm wearing my shirt. Endometriosis Awareness. You can't really see that.
And a lot of people don't know what it is. It's a. I really don't badly know what it is. I know it's a horrible condition that some women have to one out of every 10 women deal with it, which is horrible. Which is a lot of people. You're talking about
it's crazy.
You're talking about a 10% of a population. Like, that's crazy.
But yeah,
they don't even know that, and most of them don't even know that they have it.
I'll put a link on the bottom of the video, like if anybody want to learn more
if you want
about
some information, we'll put it in the bottom of the video. You can click right there.
Yeah,
and take
so
to the website.
it's
more about it.
too much to talk about, but it's something.
Yeah, we don't want to get too serious.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows at least 10 women, right? Like you have a mom, somebody. You have a mom, a grandma, maybe a sister, couple
you got
aunts.
10 coworkers.
I know, like
women,
some coworkers, some cousins. 10 women. One of them will have endometriosis. But like sometimes people don't know they have it. So check it out just to know what to look out for, especially if you have a woman in your life that you care about, a daughter, a sister, a mom. And
that goes through really painful periods of time. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
If she seems like it's way too painful for her.
Miss school, miss work, because
just try to figure out it may be that.
Unexplained infertility. That's another thing. Like some people's like, I don't get painful periods, but
that's why we're lucky. We have Miss Ayana here.
Yes. So. But about like 30 to 40% of people with endo have infertility issues.
Yeah. So. We consider lucky. A little miracle baby. So there we go. But anyway, don't get too serious.
I like my shirt though.
Yeah, it looks like the
Rosie.
Did you tell me about a story about somebody when you dressed like her or something?
So Rosie the Riveter. I hope people know who Rosie is.
Most people don't.
But Rosie is the icon of like women empowerment because this is during World War
II.
Yes, thank you very much. World War II, WW2.
Still tried to say it.
During that, when all the men are out fighting the war, Rosies are what they coined the women that are like riveting, like building planes, putting the rivets in the planes. And those are the like strong women. So I like my icon. But I dressed like Rosie one year for Halloween, wearing the company I work for. I used to work for the plant in the plant, so I had like a plant shirt, and I had their sleeves rolled up. You've seen that iconic like blue collar shirt.
The blue collar shirt. Yeah, it's called the blue collar shirt. We went through this yesterday. And she just wouldn't say blue collar shirt.
Blue collar shirt. A blue collar shirt.
It's a blue collar. You don't have to say blue collar shirt.
But
you just say a blue
just
collar.
Because it's a blue collar shirt doesn't have to actually be blue collar. Mine was actually blue. Anyway, so I dressed in my like plant shirt and with my red bandana and my hair up in a bun. And when my boss came in, she looked at me funny. Like, it was Halloween. People were in costume, but my look fairly like normal clothing. We're not supposed to wear jeans in the office and stuff like that. So like I was dressed kind of work appropriate, but not for like not Friday. Anyway, so I gave the Rosie, look at my gun, the
pose that this girl is doing right now.
Okay, I did that. He's Mexican. He thought I was giving him the Mexican FU.
Like, fuck off.
I felt so bad. Like, he didn't know what... I don't know. He didn't know what it is. And I was just like, oh, shoot. I just did that to my boss. And but then, I guess, some people knows it. Some people don't. Some people just know it as a sticker because, like, it's everywhere. A meme or whatever. But Rosie is woman empowerment. And this one, I like that the t-shirt allowed me to customize, like, her hair color and eye color, skin color. So I chose the one that look either Asian or Hispanic. One of those. So not like the regular Rosie. I think it's like blonde or reddish hair, like strawberry blonde hair. So yeah. Okay, headlines.
I don't know
You
if we
cannot
have
find any
none.
headlines?
Not none that I want to talk about. I don't. Everything is just. I'm almost said
Depressing.
something. No. Well, for one, I want to talk about that bridge. That's terrible. That was a terrible tragedy that shouldn't have happened, but it did, and it sucks. Condolences to all those people who lost their lives or their family members who have to deal with that. This is getting way too serious of an episode, dude. I don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, that sucked. It sucked.
It's crazy.
It's a crazy tragedy that you don't think you'd ever see. Like
I would say, thank goodness they were able to send out that Mayday when they did before the Baltimore Francis Scott Key Bridge. The ship that hit the bridge was having issues, technical difficulties, so they sent out a Mayday. So fortunately, they were able to stop cars from going on the bridge because they say it could have been hundreds of people.
It would have been way more people than that if they hadn't said anything.
So they were fortunately
it was only
able
six
to.
people, which
I think 7. They rescued one. Like one person survived. They were able to find, but those were all the construction workers.
But you know what I find funny is
they were
people
already
are like,
on there.
People they're now talking about how it's going to take probably like 10 years to rebuild this bridge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the original bridge only took like 5 years to build. And people are like, well, why is it taking so? This infrastructure is sucks, and we can't even build the bridge back in the original time. It's new technology and all this stuff. There's an investigation going on. First of all, you stupid idiots. Second of all,
did they even find all the people yet?
Second of all, you got to remove all that debris and all that stuff that fell. Get the boat. The boat is still sitting there from the last time I saw it. The boat was still in the same spot with the bridge hanging over it. So you got to move. Who knows how long all that takes to clean up?
Like, they are not going to rebuild a bridge like it was.
Exactly.
They're going to have better technology.
Crazy,
they're going to make it like they're going to make it better than before.
People just want to complain about stupid stuff, man. It's aggravating.
It is going to affect a lot of because that is a
stuff's
port.
Gonna get real expensive again.
The reason why that cargo ship was going that way is because there's a port right there. There's a bay right there.
Yeah.
On the bridge, you go over a bay and there's a port. So you know how people were thinking about like now having concerns about the Houston port?
It's not likely not to happen.
Huh?
That'll likely not happen because the way I saw talking about it, it's more than likely that it won't happen because what happened was when the boat was going towards the bridge, these are the beams. Like the beams are in like the water. Here in Houston, the beams are on side the land. So first the boat would have to jump land, then hit the support beams at the bottom.
We don't have the middle support.
Yeah, we don't have them in the water like they did in Baltimore. Those things were in the water, so that's why when it hit the boom
so then
in the
I would
water,
think
it all just went.
I would think when they design the bridge, they're going to make the bridge not have a middle support. So then that design, that engineering is a lot more difficult than the original design because you need a certain arc for it to be only side supports and nothing in the middle.
Yeah.
And like the physics of it, and to not have issues when the wind blows and things like that. We've seen bridge collapse just because of the wind. Right, so like
swaying and all that stuff.
So I don't know. I'd rather they take the time and make it right, but it affects a lot. They're saying automotives. So apparently that port is very big on like auto import. So now I'm thinking we already had.
Here you gonna have the conspiracy theorists coming out. It was a plan. It was a setup to drive up prices and all this kind of crazy stuff.
They already started. Like I think like from moment one, people are already talk about how it's a conspiracy.
So
anyway, I just think
accidents happen.
Automotive industry cannot get a break.
No,
because it started.
Chips.
We were chip shortage, and then we just supply chain shortage in general. So like we had bad, like the car prices were high. There were not a lot of cars, and then we had those were like mostly imported cars, but like the chips on the domestic cars too. And then domestically, we had the strike because the union wasn't getting like good enough.
What was I just talking about to you earlier today?
Hold on. So the union for the U.S. automotive, the domestic automotive issue, a few months ago, and now we're finally seeing like the car prices are dropping, and we're finally
getting interest rates.
Yeah, getting interest rates, and now this happens. So automotive industry, I guess, cars are just gonna be expensive now.
Yeah, and they don't even fly.
Did everything on the Jetsons came true?
No, they don't fly.
Except for cars.
We don't have robots like Rosie.
Yeah, but we do have robot vacuums. We do have
robot.
We
don't have robots like Rosie. That's what I'm saying.
I know. I'm just saying most
things. Yeah, we don't live in space.
So
we don't have space houses.
We have the Zoom meetings that they. Have you seen that meme? Like, so
yes,
everything.
I watched the Jetsons the other day.
No, but I'm just saying everything like on Jetson, like everything's on video. Like on Jetsons.
They talk on their watch. They be talking on their watches and stuff.
Yeah. But we don't have flying cars.
But yeah.
So,
but no, that's not what I was going to say was in the news all the time. What's in the news all the time is this damn...
election?
No. This goddamn new album by Beyonce that I do not care about. It's so fucking annoying.
You and your Beyonce.
It's not me and my Beyonce. She's not my Beyonce. I don't care about it. But every other article in here is about that. It's so annoying. So I can't even like.
There's no headlines besides Beyonce. Have you seen that commercial from Verizon?
But what I do want to. No.
How like Beyonce broke the internet, and the Verizon said Beyonce can break the internet, but they cannot break Verizon, like, but it's like, so because you know how all the media is about Beyonce, so in the commercial Beyonce is like, okay, I'm gonna do everything to break Verizon, and she like went to the moon, she ran for the president of the world or something.
I fast forward through commercials or I ignore them. So no.
I'm just saying, like, illustration, like I don't know. I can care less about Beyonce, but it was driving me crazy before the album came out when she has sent out a single, the first, Western single that she did, and everybody used that song, the same clip, on their TikTok video, reel, or whatever. I'm not on TikTok. I still keep seeing it because people take this TikTok video and put it on Facebook or whatever. And I was like, only that 5 seconds of that song is over and over again, driving me crazy.
Just so I'm not like, I'm not kidding, right? Like the first article, Oscar winner Louis Gossett Jr. dies, right? 87. R.I.P. Louis Gossett. My grandmother used to love Louis Gossett. Oh my God. Then the next one is Tori Spelling. The next is an ad, so that doesn't count. But the next one is Beyonce embraces her countryside in latex bodycon dress. Then it goes Kim whatever daughter. Then the next one is Patricia Richardson. There's an ad. It's back to Louis Gossett Jr. Then you go down about 2 or 3 more articles. There's Beyonce again. Then you do that periodically, and just like every 2 or 3 or maybe 4 articles, there's another one. There's another one. Like, come on, man.
Create some new content.
Force me into like trying to listen to this shit because I'm not gonna do it.
I'm
not gonna do it.
Your brother and my best friend both.
Even Reggie was talking about it. I saw him talking about it on the post with Sam. Like, dude, it's the guy. Everybody.
But since we are having a girl, so they're gonna try to turn her into Beyonce fan. So.
God, I just hope she doesn't like either that or Taylor Swift. I don't care either one.
Oh no, my brother loves Taylor Swift.
I don't care. It's so horrible. Their music is so bad. It's sad that she made a career off of pity. What? That's what Taylor Swift made a career off of pity. It's people feeling sorry for her.
I don't know how people feel sorry for her because she's the one that breaks up with everybody.
That's what I'm saying. Like
she's like the opposite. She's the opposite of a womanizer. Yeah. Like whatever you call it. Like she keep dating guys and like break their hearts and then put them on blast on her albums.
But yeah, so, it's no.
I don't know. I don't think she is as innocent as she looks.
I'm sure she's insane. And I'll say that I'm sure she's crazy. But that's why I don't like her. It's because I feel like crazy eyes. Look at her eyes. Just look in her eyes. They're crazy eyes. They're crazy eyes.
I don't know. I think by the time she's big enough, there will be some other crazy girl out there that all the young girls
She
like.
just like old school stuff because we don't listen to nothing but old school stuff. You know
Old
what I mean?
school
Like
R&B.
that's all we listen to. Maybe when she gets older, she'll like new stuff.
Oh, she'll be that like
But-
that girl from my marketing organization that knows all the 80s songs
Yeah.
because
That's
like,
all her parents.
her
listen to.
parents, yeah, her parents are.
That was like us. That's all we listen because we listen to old 70s. We listen to our own stuff.
Yeah,
but
this
when we
girl's
was in
like-
the car with our parents, we listened to what they listened to, and we had to.
This is like a 20-year-old girl that knows all the 80s music. And I was like, how do you know all this? Because
She's not gonna ignore us with earphones. I hope not. Anyway, just put her earphones on and ignore us.
I don't know. Maybe by the time she's that age, it'll be implanted. And,
Dad, I don't want to hear you singing no more. You suck.
well, you need to start singing now, so then she get used to it, and she just want it all the time.
I don't know. There's no. Oh, you did tell me a headline yesterday, which I thought was funny.
Oh, yeah.
Kroger's had went in. So Kroger's is a food chain, a grocery store chain in America, nationwide, right?
Yeah.
In America, right? Everybody knows what Kroger's is, right? So, but they decided that they wanted to go into San Antonio, which is the hub, a home hub of HEB. This was 2 years ago. They decided they wanted to do this and
Yeah,
put
I don't
stores
know
in San
why.
Antonio.
2 years
That
ago.
lasted for 2 years. Yeah. Now they're leaving San Antonio because HEB is not playing those games.
Yeah. What was Kroger's to shut down grocery delivery service in San Antonio, and I think they are pulling out completely.
Yeah. It's not good. You can't mess with the dogs.
Yeah, like, okay. I remember this is in the late 90s when we moved to Houston. There were barely, like, it was Kroger's and Randall's, I think. You know, Randall's for the more expensive groceries, like the fancier grocery, and then Kroger for the regular grocery. They're all over the place, Kroger's. And then HEB start opening up. HEB start opening everywhere. And then Kroger slowly become like less important. But I cannot believe 2 years ago they went to San Antonio. So I don't know how, like.
So apparently y'all need to be careful if you're going to China. Because they got a problem with super gonorrhea over there. Just, that's what it says. Studies found.
That's your headline. So when you go to
That's all I'm
China,
saying.
just don't sleep with random
Just
people.
be careful. There is super gonorrhea. Like it wears an S on his chest. Like you don't want to mess with that gonorrhea. That ain't good. That ain't good.
You have the most random headlines.
I'm looking at that was in the technology section actually.
How is that technology?
I hadn't even went to health yet.
Did somebody engineer the super
I hadn't even
gonorrhea?
went to health yet.
Is the gonorrhea what's it called? It's like Captain America got injected with those serum and become super.
Yeah. Anywho, I think that's enough. We probably 54 ain't bad. 54
gosh,
ain't
we're
bad. That went by
long.
quick.
I
That went by
thought-
quick.
Yes, that went by real
That
quick.
went by real fast. So
Oh.
anyway, it seems and it's daytime too, so it's bright in here. It's weird. I don't know what I'm doing.
It's confusing.
Anywho,
Bye, Baos.
hit the music.